Hey, good evening. Welcome back. And hopefully Twitch, dear Twitch gods, please let us work today. Welcome back to Chaos Inc. This is an Identico actual play live stream. I am Alex the Humanoid, and I am joined once again. We're going to run through this again. And I switched since Kaylee says she has a better intro this time. So Kaylee playing Shawn, take it away.
Oh my god, all the pressure on me now. What am I going to do? Oh. Well, okay. 3, 2,
Better
1,
be good.
Jam.
Ah, very nice. Very apropos.
Well done.
We also have an intrepid hacker that is Steph playing Apex.
Hello, I did not think of a second intro, so...
Use the first one.
All professional, all the time.
There you go.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Next we have Caleb playing Zed Lane.
Everyone made fun of the wallpaper in the first intro, so you don't have to do it this time.
I didn't make fun, I just said it looked like Stranger Things. And finally, Michael playing Maxi.
I'm not a professional, but I play one on the
Max Headroom, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done.
Matt Brewer playing Max Headroom, playing Michael, playing Keanu Reeves, playing Maxi. Oh, he's committed to this.
Let's respect how long he's committing to this bit. This is amazing.
It's kind of amazing. Okay, so as we had tried to state before, the team has had a crazy 48 hours. In fact, Maxi had eaten for the first time in like 48 hours at the end of the last session. And so they wake up the next morning, heading into the dining room where Steve is already rustling up some coffee, and they're trying to make sense of what's been going on.
The coffee is wonderful. Can someone please tell me what happened yesterday while I was taking care of business?
Well, sit tight for a second. Let me go get the biscuits out of the oven.
Yes, please. I'm starving.
Biscuits.
Y'all kick off.
Honey,
Steve's
get the
making
honey.
some gravy.
Oh,
No. These are savory with gravy.
Oh, I thought they were the little stuffed ones with the ham.
No, that's that vending machine shit you always get. This is real food.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's everything wrong with that.
I thought he had a bunch of vending machines in the back.
No, it's a... I'm leaving.
okay,
You
please
talk
go
about
get us
how we almost
biscuits
died.
and
I'm
gravy.
gone.
Oh, we
Okay.
didn't almost die a lot. Just one. Okay, look, after you left, there was a lot of boring conversation. Like, yak, 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 yak. And, you know, Redcap's like, yak, 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 yak. I'm a poser. Is Redcap anywhere nearby?
Redcap has not reappeared yet.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a poser, blah, blah, blah. And then decided that after everybody drank really bad booze, we should get on the road and head towards the... You know about that part. There was like the ROVs, and you said get out because everything exploded.
And
Yes, I was
transport-
present for that particular part of
Did
the...
you see the IoT
mission.
transport explode?
Yes, I was the one that told you that railguns were shooting at the transport.
Did you know there were
In case you
railguns
don't
shooting
recall.
at it?
Is the gravy ready yet?
He's not even back yet. Look.
Anyway, I feel like the IoT needs to get their shit together because
Yeah. There was more driving.
Every time.
There was more driving, and then
Shawn drove. It was real cool.
well, you were navigating. That was a huge help.
GPS, you know.
Well, and then you had the idea to find Steve.
Yes, Steve. My old pal Steve.
So Steve is a friend of yours.
Yeah, Steve and I go
That's
way back.
understood.
He taught me all kinds of hacker shit, and
That explains a lot about the decor.
yes, yeah.
And then you got here. There was the whole thing about the whole cooking montage with him and Zed. I kind of blacked out a little bit last night, so I'm not sure what happened. There was something about foot massages, but that was right before I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, there's like a foot soak or something. Steve's always got cool stuff.
Okay,
chill here.
so biscuits are fresh out of the oven. Here's the gravy.
Yay.
If you insist on something sweet for breakfast, I can put in some sweet rolls, but a savory breakfast is the best way to start.
I mean, it's fine, but isn't the gravy supposed to be kind of brown?
Don't make me smack you.
What?
If the gravy is brown, that means it has burned in the pan.
Yeah, I don't think it's usually brown gravy.
Put it on your mashed potatoes when you have turkey.
This is sausage gravy
Like
with
biscuits.
these savory cheddar and bacon biscuits.
Oh my god, that's
What is wrong with you?
I've never had it before.
Maxi digs in to the biscuits and gravy and kind of aside with a mouthful of food. I hope you didn't have anything important at the facility because the facility is no more.
Oh. Well, luckily, I don't think we've had anything.
I think we were there for like 5 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we took some nice things from the facility.
Yeah, I have real nice glow now.
Yeah, the glows are really sweet.
Very good.
Yeah. No, that's
What's that gonna set you back, man? Weren't you racking up some debt to help us out there?
That will be a discussion that I will have with some other people in the future.
Can you like put it on your bill for
Suffice it to say, there is a tab, and at some point it will come due.
That sounds vaguely ominous.
It's simply a fact.
Breaking news at this hour, Benevolent headquarters in downtown Angel City was attacked and destroyed this morning at 3 a.m. in an apparent terrorist attack. No word yet on any survivors. No word yet on who is responsible for the attack, but we'll have more information for you as it becomes available later this morning.
how does that affect the running of the corp as a whole if their building is gone?
I mean, it's just one of their things. Benevolent's headquarters aren't there, but it was a major expansion for them. It definitely cost them a lot of money. And knowing what you know about now about Benevolent, you are certain they are not pleased about it.
Yeah.
And what's Steve doing as he brings this in?
Oh, he's eating a biscuit and laughing.
Okay.
He's like, maybe this is when it starts.
See, I just, like, you know, I'm cool with the corpse going down, but I just worry that, like, this is what starts war. Like,
Yeah, but
on a
sometimes
global-
you need war.
I wonder if this is one of those variables that we were chatting about last time at the house.
Like, this is... Oh.
Although, I don't think we caused that, right?
No. I
I don't think
that
that wasn't us.
No, that's not us.
So that's good.
That's when Nara comes in and says, "Ooh, breakfast."
I point at the
delicious.
screen.
He's like, "Oh, they're going to be annoyed about that."
Then just annoyed, like, aw.
I mean,
I believe annoyed is an understatement that you intended, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely what I intended.
do they list a body count right now?
Not yet. Nothing
Okay.
firm.
Joan's just kind of eyeing it and just kind of shaking their head. It's like, how many people would have been in that building when it went down?
It went down at about 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Hopefully a destruction of property.
yeah, but there's always people working late.
I know.
It's going to be impossible for there to not have been casualties.
I know, but you know who's usually there that late? The tech people doing their backups and taking care of the shit so it doesn't crash when everybody else wants to use their stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully their families will be compensated.
Oh yeah, that's helpful. Here, we know your kid died in a giant explosion. Here's 20,000, souls. Hope you feel better.
I mean, money does go a long way to help you feel better.
I'm being sarcastic, you ass.
Wow. Also, I can't see Corpse actually giving money to the families.
It's life insurance.
Life insurance is pretty normal.
Life insurance, civil suits.
Ugh, but not just like out of the kindness of their heart. Like,
No, it has nothing to do with kindness. It has everything to do with public perception.
Oh, yeah. I've negotiated dozens of them.
Wow. These are some really good biscuits.
They very truly are. Steve, this gravy is quite amazing.
He's like, thanks, man.
I mean, it's the best I've ever had, even if it is not brown.
I've had time to perfect it.
Steve, what do you do in this facility?
You're looking at
place?
I think this is his home.
Of course, but this home is very remote, which precludes the fact that Steve is either in hiding or attempting to remain off the radar. Yes?
A little bit of both. More of a, I'm tired of being involved. He goes, I spent 25 years fighting these people, left, right, and sideways. It's time to pass it on to the younger generation and see if they could pull it off.
Any chance you're renting this out as vacation space for like a couple weeks at a time?
I mean, you're always welcome to visit as long as you don't bring any frickin' crazy people with you.
I believe it is too late.
No, I mean like cops.
Maxi, you're fine.
So Nora looks at you and she goes, so what's the plan here, folks?
Oh, you think there's a plan? That's cute.
It is kind of adorable.
Yeah.
See, up until a couple of weeks ago, I was happy just running my backups and, occasionally catching people trying to impinge upon my network and then making them my bitch. And then we got sent here to this land of insanity to try and improve corporate business. And now we're in this whirlwind of shit that's basically leading us higher and higher up the food chain to the point where I'm pretty sure we're going to need an atmospheric suit before we run out of oxygen if, all the other corps don't kill us first.
Nora looks at Shawn and goes, that is a very, very accurate summation of your current position.
Thanks. I've been, kind of working on it in between nightmares overnight.
See what a good meal gets you. It clears your head, helps you think.
Not helping, Zed.
You very accurately surmised your situation, so I return to my original question. What would you like to do now? Obviously, the IOG is compromised.
You seem to have found our weakness, which is planning.
We are better at reacting.
I mean, I'm great at brainstorming plans, but apparently...
Oh, yeah, we have some amazing plans.
It doesn't mean they're all gems.
So, when we're backed into a corner like this, I think we need to start by looking at our assets. What?
We don't have any outfits, Zed.
We've got great technology.
Yes, so let's start by listing what we have to work with, including knowledge, known facts, not just tangible assets. What do we know? What can we act on?
We have Red Cap.
Yes.
He's a source of information. He's a bargaining chip.
But
I mean, he's kind of. I mean, we really need to get him to the IOG if we can, but there's a lot of holes in the IOG. That's problems with trying to get him there.
yeah, I don't know if I really trust them right now. Every single time we were supposed to meet up with them, they've let us down.
Well, again, I think they're just compromised.
We have effectively used the resources I have available.
And to be frank, apologies to Nora. We're sitting in this off-the-grid location with proxies of half of the superpowers running the world.
Would Redcap still be considered the proxy?
When you put it that way.
She looks at you, she goes, if Allison thinks he's compromised, no, she'll send someone to kill him.
So we effectively have 1/4 of the proxies.
And another target painted on our backs then. Because since we have him and Allison's going to send someone to kill him, that means...
Potentially.
Yeah, we don't know if she knows he's compromised yet.
Yeah.
Well, considering he's completely dropped out of sight for over 4 days now.
Been like 3, but yeah.
Not completely out of sight. Obviously, someone knows he is here, and Maxi will look over at Nara.
Report yours didn't come to the IOG. Mine came from my boss. Go verify that these freelancers have Redcap. That was it. And then he went to Angel City to do something.
Oh, that's an interesting.
That's not horrifying at all.
That he was in Angel City. Okay. So here's a question. We have Redcap. He's a liability, but he could also be an asset, right? Like, if Allison wants him dead, then he would have no motivation to go back to her.
I think he has already reached that conclusion.
Right. So, therefore...
Speaking of which, where is our friend? Is he still asleep? Is he taking a shower? Has anyone seen him this morning?
Yeah, he's apparently on the back porch.
Having a smoke?
Yeah, he found a stale pack of cigarettes in a drawer. And he is currently smoking stale French cigarettes on the back porch.
I'm gonna... Zed's gonna go stick his head out there. Morning. You need some breakfast? Need some coffee?
Coffee would be good.
How you take it?
Black's fine.
All right.
Maxi will also follow shortly behind Zed.
Shawn's going to grab what's left of Maxi's biscuits when he leaves the table.
Fair.
All right, so Maxi, what are you doing?
May I also partake?
Who are you talking to? Sorry.
Maxi is talking to Redcap.
Oh, you need a smoke? Yeah, here you go.
Do you have a light?
Yeah. He hands you a book of matches that says the Half Moon Diner.
Interesting. Have you ever eaten at this diner?
Family's in the drawer next to the smokes. But apparently it's in a place called Arbuckle. Did you know there was a place called Arbuckle? What kind of person lives in a place called Arbuckle?
The same type of person that would frequent the Half Moon Diner, I would wager.
Then do you come back with the coffee? And at that, Redcap kind of starts you. He's like, yeah. So.
Yeah, I'll come back with some coffee and some food just in case he wants it.
He takes the coffee and takes 2 really big gulps of it.
You do see Maxi smoking a cigarette in a very European style.
So we're trying to figure out our next moves. Talking about assets, talking about actionable items.
Has running occurred to you?
I mean, that's an option.
Just a thought. Toss it out there.
I mean,
Chew on it.
Especially with the tower being taken down in Angel City.
What tower?
Benevolence.
It has been razed to the ground.
Who did it?
Well, the news is saying some some street punks, but you know.
He goes, bullshit. They had to have heavyweight fucking help to get in there.
I'm sure they did.
To facilitate that. Plus, that's ballsy. You gotta have a reason to go after Benevolent.
Do you know who may have a reason?
Everybody's got reasons. Nobody likes him. It, whatever.
Would your patron have taken this action?
No. Not her style. At least I don't think so. I'll say this. I doubt it. How about that?
How well do you
doubt
believe you know your patron?
Pretty well. I've worked with her for 12 years.
What
So
do you
do you-
believe she will do to you in lieu of the
Oh.
current situation?
She's gonna have me killed. For sure.
What if we can prevent that?
I mean, not dying sounds like a great way to start my day.
And Maxi like takes a puff off the cigarette and looks at Zed.
Well, we are definitely all in the business of not dying. I think we're just trying to figure out the right approach at this point. There's a lot of puzzle pieces on the table, and I don't know what the box art is. But if we can figure out how a couple fit together, we might be able to get on the right track.
Okay. Okay.
I believe it is best to start with the edges in the case of a jigsaw puzzle.
The edge would be figuring out who's taking out Benevolence Towers and who's compromised the IOG fully and how compromised they are. I mean, the other option being a frontal assault.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, but over the past few weeks of our adventures here, there's been at least twice there's been some sort of offensive action, drone strike, ROV hit in our vicinity, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know exactly who's been pulling the triggers. So that's another edge piece we might be able to find.
Right.
I'm not saying I have the answer. I'm just saying what answer we need.
I'm going to take a quick stop for a second. I'm not sure if Twitch can see anything we're doing. Chat
I
room?
can't.
We're
see
doing
it
so
on my
good
end.
too.
I know.
All right, let's
Okay.
just keep going then. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
It's got to be something.
Oh, hey, there it is again. Maybe we're back. I don't know.
Hey.
What do you know? Twitch, I love you.
And it just went loading again for me. Ugh.
Oh.
But why? But why?
Anyway,
Why?
so, and just to be clear, Caleb, Zed was saying that out loud, or Zed was asking, was that a question for Alex?
That was Zed talking on the porch
Okay, got it. Just want to make sure.
to people, hoping we could group think an answer.
That's when Nara comes out and with her cup of coffee. And says, "So, did we figure anything out? Or are we still brainstorming?"
Nara, would you also care for a cigarette?
No, thank you. I don't smoke.
Me neither.
And Redcap kind of looks at you sideways, like, "Okay." Oh,
If there is interest in Redcap staying alive, which it sounds as though he has definite interest in keeping that status quo, perhaps it would be beneficial, Redcap, for you to assist us in trying to ascertain who made the hit on the tower.
I mean, sure. I mean,
Well,
I imagine here in the next few days it's going to become pretty apparent. Most of the fixers in North America will probably be able to figure it out.
Yes, but there is a benefit to us determining that information before it becomes general knowledge, yes?
Sure.
so given our current location and what I'm guessing is the amount of quality technology we have, 3 excellent hackers, plus whatever can be whatever direction you can point us in. Talking to Redcap here, maybe we can get to work a little bit on cracking that part of it.
Look, if these guys had help from heavy hitters or anybody inside, he goes, they're going to cover their tracks really well. Question is, we don't know how deep this all goes.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you believe they're covering their tracks too well for you to suss this out.
Not quickly.
What about with
Especially
assistance?
Not in custody.
That is something that could be discussed. Yes, Zed?
I mean, in this world of instant communication, do you need to go somewhere to talk to people, or can we talk to them here?
Remember, if it's over a glow or done electronically, it can be tracked, traced, and eavesdropped on. That's why people like me tend to do things in person. When I met you in person, I didn't have to meet you in person. The point is, again, anything done over electronics, it can be tracked. Ask your hacker friends. That's what they do.
Yeah, fair point.
So yeah, it's probably going to have to get done in person.
Nara, do you have any resources that can be brought to bear to help us assist ascertaining who made the strike on the tower?
Yeah, I'm going to have to call my boss and see if he has any information or anything. Look, Benevolent had a lot of enemies, so who knows? I mean, it certainly isn't dead.
Certainly, the tower is simply a location.
Right. So, it's wandering around the grid somewhere, I'm sure.
Can I ask a real blunt question, Nora?
Or she goes, "It's Nara, by the way."
I'm sorry. My ears are
Nara,
real stuffy.
N-A. Nara.
My ears are real stuffy after all this near-death experience.
Perhaps
what's-
an antihistamine?
I'm not comfortable taking anything Steve has in this place right now. I'm sorry.
That is probably wise.
Yeah. What's your stake in this? You were sent to to confirm an individual.
Yep.
You stuck with us because we were all equally escaping for survival.
Sure.
But what orders do you have on the table right now?
I don't. I was to identify and return to base. That's it. We don't give orders past what's absolutely necessary. Look, if I don't know it, I can't tell it. No matter what interrogation you put me through or what information, if I don't know what I was supposed to do next, I can't tell you what I was supposed to do next. I return to base for more instructions. How do you think this organization stayed this secret for this long? It's such tight operational security, it's beyond ridiculous. You happen to stumble into it, but most people don't just do that. And anybody who does generally ends up dead.
And based on Zed's interaction with her over the last day or two, I feel like he's going to think she's telling the truth. Like, I know he's trying to get a read on.
You have no reason to think that she's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. You have no reason to think she's lying.
So well, I take that back. Never mind.
I believe we should take this conversation inside, as our compatriots would be interested in participating.
Oh, I figured they were just, listening at the door, because they tend to do that.
So while this conversation has been going on,
Right?
Shawn
and Apex have been inside.
Not listening at the door.
Not listening at the door.
Gah. So low
Surprise,
tech.
surprise. Gosh, I know. Like, we need a door to do that. Anyway, I'm going to say to Shawn, have you heard anything from the IOG since, the whole of the transport?
I really haven't. No. I really been a little scared to actually contact them. Because every time we do, something blows up around us.
Yeah. It's making me kind of nervous to do business, if you will, with them. Either they're just like full of shit and setting us up, or they're just like extremely compromised. Like, either way.
Well, they're extracting my entire family, so I kind of gotta play ball with them.
Yeah.
And I gotta kind of hope that they are what they say they are, because everything else, if you look at it, they have 3 AIs just tasked to trying to figure out this problem to maybe head it off before it goes, pardon the joke, nuclear. Yeah.
A little too on the nose there.
Yeah, sorry. But it's like everything I've seen over the past week is like, okay, it says that mostly you're right and that corpse can't be trusted. To be fair, Omni did good things for me, but IOG seems to be doing better things, apart from the fact that every time we ask them for help, something blows up.
Right. Yeah, I think I just want to gauge your plan, your plan's a bad word.
You think I have a plan?
Plan's a bad. We've already established we don't plan. What are your is your goal to stick with the IOG? Because I feel like if we're gonna trust them, then we need to get them to work better for us, right? But I think I just want to know, if you're all in for that, or what your goals are.
Right now, I kind of have to. Like I said, either they have or they're extracting my family.
Okay.
It's like, what do you think they're going to do if all of a sudden, oh, sorry, IOG, we promised you all this stuff, and we're just suck on it, just suck on it. We're just they're going to, they're gonna.
I mean, they haven't held up any of their end of the bargain yet, so I feel like, is it? Do we have a secure, like a secure way to call them?
We could probably, if we make it fast, we can probably use the scrambling equipment here, bounce off a couple dozen satellites, and get some short messages through. But that's about it. I wouldn't trust it for more than 30 seconds at a time.
Okay, let's call. I want to talk to our contact.
You sure about that?
Am I sure about anything ever? Like, no, I just want to see what the hell is going on with them. If they're gonna work for us and us for them, I need to know what's up.
All right. I want to try, Alex. I want to try and set up like just the most tightly encrypted, convoluted communications thing I can possibly do to reach out to my IOG contact.
Give me both a networks and a software contact check.
Oh, that's a really average roll. Holy crap. 34 for networks.
Okay.
And that is a much better roll for software. Holy crap. So that's 30. Wow. 51 for software.
Holy shit.
Hang on, that's 26 plus 11 is 37 plus 14. Yes.
Wow.
I had to double check the math on that.
That's about as strong of a connection as you can build.
Okay.
You do get voice only because it's the easiest way to keep the bit rates low enough to encrypt it more effectively.
Yeah.
You do get your IoT contact, and she says, "Good, you're not dead."
No, and we still have the package, but we're getting a little nervous about how many things have blown up every time we try and meet with you.
Yeah, it's really just the two things.
Yeah, but that's every time we've tried to meet.
No. To be fair, the first time was you guys randomly decided to capture Redcap, and we had to get into a firefight to get you out of there.
That was our
That's
goal,
us taking initiative, and you wanted us to cap. Yes, exactly. Apex, reading my mind.
We were, yeah. We're on the same wavelength. We finished your job that you couldn't do because we went in there, and you didn't do anything with Redcap. Anyway, I just kind of like, we just need to know, like,
look, we're sitting here with the proxies for 2 of the sages.
Oh, good. So Nara's alive too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Would
but
you like
also,
them?
and also, we're not going to tell you where we are right now until.
No, it's probably good.
God, until we know that you're going to fix your shit, like.
She goes, anytime you want to walk away and you feel like we haven't, put things in perspective. You did not get an operational push. You did not notice you needed cover before you grabbed Redcap. So don't put that on us. You just went to meet with him. We didn't know you were going to grab him, nor did we know you needed an operational cover or backup.
We didn't know we were going to grab him either. But that was the original part of the plan.
So my point is, when your friend is saying that's our fault, that's a problem. So, we sent Nara. Nara got to you effectively. That was fine. We sent the transport. That's when we learned part of our operations group had been compromised. They got attacked. We lost 12 agents. So again, let's start over. Do you really want to talk to me, Apex, about fixing my shit? Because if that's the tact you're going to take, you're more than welcome to do it your way. Your contact is getting sassy now. She took that one personally.
So much fucking sass. Okay, so I need to know that we can trust that you're going to fulfill your end of the job before we put ourselves in danger again.
Jones' family's been extracted. You got the kill you wanted. Where have we fallen down?
Okay, well, I didn't know Chone's family was safely extracted, so now we're getting somewhere.
Well, you've been off the grid for 2 days.
And neither did Chone. Now, let's take a breather here. Tensions are running high. Things have exploded. Towers have exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're way above our pay grade, up to our eyeballs and shit. What Apex, I think, means, I'm hoping I'm not speaking too out of touch here, is we want to complete this job in a safe and timely manner. How can we do this, and how can you help us complete it?
That was the
We need to get you
way of
We need to get you back into Silicon City, ideally to a safe house.
If we can get to Silicon City and to a safe house, as long as it's not compromised and it doesn't get blown up by a rob. Not saying that's anyone's fault.
Operational security. We'll get it. So, get back to Silicon City. Can you do that, or do you need transport?
We can do that.
We have a
Get
good
back
driver.
to Silicon City and make secure contact. We'll do a handoff.
I feel like maybe we should just iron out the details of this handoff before we go into it, since there seems to be some miscommunication about what our plan is and what your plan is, and I want it to go smoothly.
So I'm going to give you an address on the north side of Silicon City. Get Redcap there and leave him in the bathroom.
Okay.
Also, can I ask what's going to happen to Redcap?
Well, he's going to be debriefed, essentially.
Is that code for torture or...
Torture doesn't work.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm not...
It's a
cool with
completely ineffective means of interrogation.
that. Oh, see? We're on the same page. I appreciate this open communication that we have.
Honestly, drugs and such are a much better way of doing things. Plus, appealing to someone's enlightened self-interest, like Redcap pretty much has, a lot of self-interest. So I'll probably get everything out of him.
He goes, cheeseburgers. I use cheeseburgers.
Oh God, I would kill for.
That sounds delicious. Can we go get burgers after this?
She goes, I'll send you a place. It's the place I get the cheeseburgers from for interrogations. Great cheeseburgers.
Okay, I have one more question, and then I think we'll head to Silicon City. And Shawn kind of looks around. Okay, be honest, and I'm sorry, this is way off topic, but is gravy supposed to be gray if it's sausage gravy, or is it supposed to be brown, like the stuff you put on turkeys and mashed potatoes?
He goes, it's supposed to be like a creamy gray.
Okay, I have to get this recipe then. Thanks. And Shawn hangs up. What? I can't trust Zed to get it actually.
I told you it was the right color.
I've never had it before. We don't get this down in BA. I mean,
that's fair. It is kind of more regional.
Yeah, I mean, again, usually canned gravy is out of the little jar. So, all right. Do you think they're done talking, or should we just go listen at the door?
Let's go listen at the door.
All right.
I imagine that as they are approaching the door, like they are getting close to the door opens.
Yeah.
We were just coming to get you guys.
Whoa,
Not at all listening at the door.
Nope. We wouldn't do that.
No, I mean, what would we need a door for? I
We
mean,
need a door. We're hackers. God.
yeah, we listen through satellites and things.
Anyway, how's it going?
We've got a plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a great plan and doesn't involve any wardrobe changes from you.
See,
Unless you want.
I'm really worried by the fact that you called that out specifically. You could have just not said anything, but you said it, so
I was trying to be reassuring.
it just makes me more suspicious of you.
Did you get the recipe for the gravy from Steve?
Yeah.
Are you willing to share it?
Or also cook it again for us.
Or both?
I'm still very suspicious of you, but probably.
Okay. So, we're heading back to Silicon City tonight.
That's
we
the extent of
have-
the plan.
No, we have an address.
That's
There's burgers in this plan, like
There are
really good burgers.
Cheeseburgers.
Really good
Okay.
cheeseburgers.
we're getting off
And-
topic. I think we're getting off topic.
Oh, the
Okay.
the
fair.
cheeseburgers are after we
Yeah.
leave Red Cap in the bathroom.
Yes.
Whoa, okay.
At the safe house drop point, leave him, get burgers.
Profit.
Let's rewind the tape.
I'll go for a high five with Shawn.
Did I miss something?
I think we all missed something.
What?
We contacted the IOG. I was a little bit.
Apex chewed them out. It was
I d-
badass.
Thank you, and like always, you were more tactful than me. I don't do tact.
You were
but-
all like, bitch, I'm gonna cut you unless, you know.
Yeah, like they've really been kind of shitty lately. But I told him what's what, and
They
then
respect the facts.
Shawn smoothed it over, and so now we've got a drop point for Red Cap. There's going to be no torture, which is good, and burgers.
Cap hearing this goes, well, that's nice.
Well, if we,
Well, torture doesn't work. Duh.
yeah, I wouldn't feel good dropping anybody off for torture, but there might be burgers.
Cheeseburgers.
Like really good cheeseburgers.
You keep leaving off the cheese part, and I
I'm
feel it's
sorry.
very important.
I'm sorry, the cheese is the best part, isn't it? Do you think they have
And
bacon
we-
on too?
Have this conversation about the plan without speaking about burgers.
Cheeseburgers.
I really want to focus on non-food details.
I mean, that was kind of part of the whole discussion, but okay.
And
Yeah.
now you don't want to talk about food. Okay, I see how this is when it's all about you. You want to talk about food.
I wasn't talking about food earlier.
You talked about food all morning and all last night.
That is not true. I made food, we ate food, and then we talked about other things. Food is a facilitator. It is not.
You're talking about food
believe-
now.
The cheeseburgers are secondary to the other things that are much more important at this moment, correct?
Right, exactly.
Oh,
See, Maxi
yeah.
gets it. The cheeseburgers are a bonus. They're a topping.
Like cheese.
Yes. Another high five
So
happened.
much like in our corporate lives, the bonus is not worth discussing if we don't complete the main objective. So what is the main objective again, please?
Oh, drop
Oh.
off Red Cap for the IOG at a safe house.
In Silicon City, and we leave them in
And-
the bathroom.
And you've arranged transport.
No, that's us.
It was a safe house. They just gave you an address.
Oh yeah, we're not. We know. Oh yeah, we're handling transport. We're not telling him where we are. We're not. Steve is a national treasure. We're not going to risk him.
Okay, so just to confirm, you dialed out from our super secure location to talk to the IOG, which may or may not be compromised.
Oh,
Steph's internet just dropped.
oh
We
boy.
made a plan to take our friend Red Cap back to the place where we all almost died multiple times and
Yes.
leave him in a building that we are told is secure.
Yes.
don't feel great about this plan.
Well, I mean, you don't have to feel great about it. That's the plan. We have a job. We're supposed to bring Redcap to the IOG. That whole point of the past few days, if you happen to miss that part. So we're going to take him to the IOG, to a location that we're not relying on transport. We're not meeting them somewhere. We're going to go check it out. We check out the place. If the place doesn't look like it has rocks floating over the top of it or nuclear bombs in it, then a direct Redcap off. We're going to call it in, and we're going to go for the other thing we're not allowed to talk about until we complete the first part of the mission.
So Zed is going to basically just look at Maxi and then try to feel out what he's thinking about this whole thing.
Maxi kind of tilts his head for a moment, looks at Redcap, looks at Nara, looks over at Apex and Shawn, and then looks to Zed. It's a plan, which is more than we had before we stepped outside.
Yeah. What kind of armaments did you take with you before you left the facility?
I can show you. And Maxi will walk over to the duffel bag he brought in from the previous night. And the duffel has literally a handful of grenades of various types. There's a couple of smoke grenades, a couple of explosives. There are a couple of handguns. There is one carbine, and then Maxi's weapons themselves are in the bag. Unfortunately, the countdown on the facility did not leave me much time to gather supplies.
All right. Well, we probably just need to figure out how we're going to get there.
You do
wonder
have 2 hours.
I wonder if Steve, being in such an isolationist place, may also have a sizable supply of weapons and ammunition that we might borrow from. Steve?
He does not. He's like, I keep a couple of things around here for my use, but I'm not like arming an army and I can only carry, so many guns at a time. Did we lose Kaylee at the same time?
Kaylee's back.
I mean,
Maybe.
And Steph is back.
Yay.
Steph came and then Kaylee's thing literally disconnected right as that happened. Today
if
is
Steph's
the
not around, Kaylee doesn't want to play. That's how it is. So,
It's not untrue. Like, Discord literally restarted itself when Steph came back. Enjoy.
Wow. Sorry to boot you out.
This is amazing, folks.
Oh my gosh.
You're here for the best parts of this.
Solidarity.
Yeah, Steven is like, yeah, man, like, I only carry so many guns at a time. I only carry a couple things around here.
Steve, do you have something that would suffice as transport?
We got the truck.
You have 2 vehicles that you brought with you. That Shawn and Apex and Redcap then came in, and then there is another one,
Maxi's car.
that is the one that Maxi brought.
Yes. Understanding that we do have 2 vehicles that have been likely identified already by the perpetrators of this attack and our chase.
Oh, there we go.
So
That's a good point.
another vehicle would likely be our best option for getting back into Angel City.
Steve says he will. Steve says he does have a vehicle. He's not vouching for how well it works. but he will trade you.
So I know we're in the middle of nowhere, effectively, but are we near or relatively close to like any kind of campgrounds or somewhere where someone else might be with vehicles?
Well,
I spent the entire chase on the way here looking for campgrounds, so I don't know how lucky you're going to get.
That's true.
Yeah.
oh, there we are. No, not really. So right now, where you're located is about. So from the coast, you're about 4.5 miles inland, up in the hills, like the deep hills. You're approximately 55 miles from the northern boundary of Silicon City, which is basically where all the checkpoints are. It's where they keep out all the crazy people. Like Steve.
For us.
So there's basically 2 roads that run down into Silicon City. Old Highway 1, which is the Pacific Coast Highway, and the 101, which goes down through lightly populated areas that are not technically part of Silicon City, but have people in them. But to get there, you have to go over the hill.
And through the woods.
Yes. Well, you're in the
Exactly
woods
what
now.
I was thinking.
And we're all there.
Thank you.
He tells you that the old city of Cloverdale is kind of an independent free city now, and you might be able to find something there. He says it's a town of about 5,000. It's pretty small.
And it's about how far away from where we are?
As the crow flies, it's about 20 miles.
If they are still looking for us, it's likely they have a presence in that town.
Steve says he doesn't think so. It's not the kind of place anywhere but he goes to.
And new people are definitely going to stand out.
No, because they have freelancers moving between the major metros. If they don't want to fly, that's how they do it. They bounce from like independent town to independent town. These towns kind of dot the areas between the major metros, but they have basically no political power because they're not part of the metros, so they don't get any sort of representation or anything like that, and they're mostly just ignored by the courts. Unless they
Maxi's
got some sort of stuff. But it's
Oh, I was
mostly like
supposed to say.
freebooters and outriders and people who just don't want to be in the city.
Maxi's of the mindset that if someone is looking for them, then they will likely be looking in those particular towns as they dot the spaces between where we were last seen and Angel City. That's his train of thought.
The nice thing is it's not actually between Angel City.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Because it's east. Like 20 miles east. So you're taking a pretty big detour.
Okay.
But if we take that detour, we could trade out the 2 vehicles we have.
Steve, would your vehicle get us to one of these towns?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it is safest for us to take Steve's vehicle. Steve is willing. I'd be willing to certainly trade our 2 existing vehicles to Steve for the use of his vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would
then
we all
we will-
fit in this new vehicle?
Like, oh, for sure, man. And he leads you outside to like it's a little bit more than a lean-to and a little bit less than like a carport. But
It's a car too.
there is a Volkswagen bus.
Yes.
Is there a manhole cover on the front of the bus, and is it painted green and yellow?
No, but what there is a trash can lid right?
Classic
That
Steve.
says "fuck the system"
Yes.
in red spray paint. You're not sure what color it is beyond rust and maybe puke green.
Steve, I missed you.
He's like, I missed you too, little one.
So while we have been discussing this plan, what have Nara and Redcap been doing? Just listening?
We're mostly listening to you. Yeah.
How's Redcap reacting to basically us discussing his fate?
Give me a perception check or an insight check.
Oh, I have those. Hold on.
We're rolling dice?
What?
Well, you missed it. I rolled earlier.
No, this is a role-playing game.
Oh, that's right. Yes. You did have to roll earlier. That's right.
You were on the porch. It's understandable you forgot.
Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo.
31 insight.
Okay. He appears resigned. He's just kind of letting the waves carry him right now. Like if you've ever been like surfing or body surfing and you've fallen off the board and there's only so much you can fight against the current, and you got to kind of let it carry you for a little while before you can get control again. So that's kind of where you feel like he's at.
Well, I feel like this is probably the best approach to the plan.
Good.
I'm sorry, Zed, are you saying that we came up with a good plan?
I think he did say
I
that.
think that's
I'm
what he
saying
said.
that a good plan has been put together. I don't necessarily think anyone here made that plan because we basically got told what to do.
I think it's more along the lines of we told them what we wanted them to do and they're going to let us do it.
Yeah, that's about how the conversation went down.
Not
You
sure
just-
I believe.
You just can't admit that we had a good plan, can you?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay,
We're burning
okay.
daylight.
Maxi looks over at the group and says, "It is a plan. And again, that is more than we had before you spoke to the IOG."
Yep, indeed. All right, so everybody grab your last biscuits, use the bathroom because we're heading for a small town.
There's more biscuits left?
If you did not use the bathroom, it appears there is a corner of the van that is usable as a bathroom.
It's a hole.
Please use the bathroom.
Yeah. Bathroom first.
Steve gives you an overlay map for your GPS that will show you how to get through the hills on basically old logging roads. It's how he gets through,
Nice.
and calling them roads is probably generous.
2 tracks at best.
Okay, but it will get you to Cloverdale.
Okay.
Thank God it's not Cloverfield.
Nah.
Well, then nothing would make sense.
No. Camera would be shaking all the time. There'd be lens flares. We'd never see what the objective was.
It's not that different from what's happening, but
I guess.
It's a lot like playing Halo. Anyway. Ooh, shots fired. No, sorry. My fault.
sassy night.
Wow.
Right? I mean, them's fighting words, but not right now.
Oh, I'll change it to Battlefield if you find later.
Again, yeah,
Later.
Not right now.
Oh, you're gonna get the producer all mad if you start bagging on Battlefield.
No, I'm just bagging on any game that I'm thinking of right now.
So,
yes. So,
Anyway.
let's load up our new battle van, and
it does start. It's got
the Rust Monster. We'll call it the Rust Monster. How about that?
Its power plant has been replaced with a very old, probably 40-year-old Element 121 battery. So you don't need fuel, but it's a manual.
Oh, Jesus. 3 on the...
Shawn is like,
Can Shawn drive a manual?
I've seen one of these in like... I've seen some of these in the felony car theft 1.
Shawn, if you do not feel comfortable driving, I can take that responsibility.
I got it. I can do this. We need you in case we draw fire. You need to have your hands free.
I can drive and shoot.
Maxi, we know you're a Renaissance man.
Simply offering, you seem nervous with the prospect of driving this vehicle.
I've just never driven a stick before. I mean, but hey, look at it this way. Up until when you nabbed Redcap, I'd never driven a real car before. Look how good this has gone.
You'd never driven. Okay.
Not a real car.
Okay, I thought you were...
Played all the felony car theft games. Pretty sure...
Driving a manual transmission will be much different than driving the last vehicle.
Oh, no, I know.
But I have faith.
You gotta be careful with the crutch, too.
Maxi looks down at the ground and goes to continue loading supplies into the van.
well, I mean, this is one of the stuff you brought with you. So the route that Steve gives you, if you're calculating it right, should take you about 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
To get through the logging roads. Shawn, just give me one drive check.
I got that. I even have the skill now. Look at that. 14.
I mean, you're not trying to like do crazy things, so you managed to make it over the hills.
And through the woods.
You come down off one of the logging roads onto a 4-lane road that is paved, and to your east are some farms that looks like they are growing some sort of either wheat or barley, and there's a road heading generally south.
All right, heading for Cloverdale.
Okay. You make your way down about another mile when you reach a T intersection where there appears to be local security forces have set up like a checkpoint.
Okay, pull up to them non-aggressively, only grinding a little bit on the gears.
Okay. The person appears to be in charge. She walks up to your vehicle, motions you to roll down your window. She kind of looks over the door, and it's like, "Wow."
Yeah, he's telling me.
Cool.
It's rad, right?
What's your business?
Oh, we're looking to upgrade our car and wanted to see if anybody wants to buy this one. Would you like a biscuit?
Thanks, but no.
They are very good. From the back of the van.
Besides the van, you have anything to trade?
A few weapons, mostly smaller arm stuff.
She kind of looks at you. You're lying, so. She says, "Stay out of trouble," and she motions you to take the right. That'll take you south into the town.
Believe me, that's been my watchword lately. I roll up the window and I take the right fork. Only once the window's closed do I mutter to Apex, Hasn't worked real well, but I sure as hell want to keep trying.
I like the idea that you're rolling up the window and then you hear like a little tink and like the window slides down into the door.
Shit.
We needed the breeze. It's getting kind of warm.
Okay, as you move south, you see what appear to be a couple of barracks buildings and like a very large like lookout tower.
Okay.
On the hill to your right. You continue driving south and pass houses in various states of repair, but it's pretty quiet. Where are you going?
Anyone have suggestions? The barracks looks maybe doable.
Do we see anywhere that someone has a bunch of vehicles like in the yard, or
Give me a perception check.
We're specifically looking for a trailer with vehicles in various states of disrepair or pieces and parts.
ideally like Honest Joe's used car lot, but
Bobby Redwood's decent cars.
Perception is a 12.
But they drive.
Okay. You drive about. Hang on one second. Come on, computer, do what I'm asking you to do. Okay. You drive about another. About a mile down the road, and off to your right, you do see a big open lot full of vehicles. It's a giant concrete pad. You see those might be helicopters. You see some shot up like quadcopter transport drones. You see some old Humvees, some more modern Hemlavs in various states of repair. There's a big wooden sign that says Tim's. But there are a bunch of vehicles.
There? Is that where we're going?
It's a Tim Norton's. It's a really like third tier chain.
That apparently sells armored vehicles.
Yeah.
Pull up to Tim's.
So I'm going to talk to Maxi and try to get some suggestions from him about what we want. Point me in the right direction. I'll make the sale.
Well, ideally, we want something with as much space as the vehicle we are currently in, but that runs better, is faster,
Smells better.
and
Bigger, faster, stronger.
lightly armored may be preferable, as we don't know what we'll be dealing with when we try to get back into Angel City.
Oh, and kind of nondescript.
Maybe with some cup holders, though.
That van over there with the giant clown on the roof, please don't. No, not that.
No clowns.
No. Oh, clown.
All right. That appears to be a replica from Killer Clowns from Outer Space 12.
You're right. Oh my god.
Never watched that one.
Oh, 12 is great. Don't watch the odd numbered ones. They're horrible.
I just don't really like to watch the clown ones.
All right, so I will hop out of our car, our van, and head over looking for someone in sales.
You see a gentleman walk up. He's in his late 50s. He has a comb over, a silver comb over. He weighs about 335. And he's wearing corduroy pants.
Oh.
And a flannel shirt. And he goes, "Well, what you need?"
Just looking for trade out on on this old one, plus whatever souls we need to make it right.
Well, what
Probably.
can I interest you in? I got a sweet deal on a bus. Like a bus.
Tell me about it.
He walks you over to what looks like a stolen prison bus. That somebody has hastily spray painted over the detention like corporate logo.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So it's mostly blue, the prison bus is, except where somebody spray painted over it in like a bright orange.
As you do.
He goes, bus.
All right, that is definitely a bus. I like it a lot. I really do. Unfortunately, I'm looking for something a little bit less conspicuous right now.
Hey. And he goes, I got you. And he walks you over to a van. It generally resembles like a Chevy style van. It is painted beige, right? But it's only painted beige to make up for the fantasy murals that are painted on the side. On one side, there's a He-Man looking character fighting a dragon. And on the other side is a female character, which can only be described as drawn in the male gaze, right? Fighting a troll.
Should you have like bikini mail on?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's very well protected then.
Now this I like. This I like.
The van has a spoiler.
Let me hold on. I gotta ask. Are you Tim?
No, I'm Mickey.
Mickey. My name's Zed. Shake his
Nice
hand.
to meet you, Zed.
Yeah. Let me kick the tires on this baby. I think I like it.
Okay.
Can I take it for a test drive?
He goes, run the lot.
Yeah, of course. Obviously. Yeah, let me start her up, make sure she runs, check the mileage, hear what she sounds like.
I mean, it definitely runs. There is a waterbed in the back.
Mikey, you are making my day.
There are 4 chairs in the front. They're all captain style, so they can kind of like spin around. And there's like a little table in like kind of right behind the front seats, like a little circular. It's about 26 inches around.
If I can add a small detail, there is a music player, obviously some kind of older music player in the van, and the media is stuck in the player. The song, it only plays Tom Sawyer.
Ooh, nice.
On the right side of the dash are a series of collectible hula girls
Oh wow.
Just keeps
that
getting
are glued
better.
to the dash. There is tassel. If you look where the inside of the rear doors are, there's tassels that hang down.
Oh my gosh. Is there like a bead curtain between like the
No,
front
no
and the
bead
back?
curtains. No
Damn.
bead curtains.
Oh, well,
The tassels in the back.
okay.
And the roof is like a green shag carpeting.
There it is. I was
Wasn't
waiting for
it?
that.
We should have brought some of that cheesecake with us if we're getting this van.
Smells vaguely like mushrooms.
It smells like something that you can't quite put your finger on.
And there's a small pamphlet in the back, a booklet, in fact, kind of hidden under one of the tufts of carpeting. And it says something, Eep in the Orderlands.
All right, Mickey.
You drive
like-
it around.
Yeah, it works, right? All
Give
right.
me a perception check.
Oh.
You turn a corner
19.
and a 20-sided die
Sounds
rolls out
fine
from under
to
the
you.
console.
It sounds fine to you.
Yeah, Mickey, I'm a fan. I like this. I like this one. I'm gonna take it off your hands here. I've got that old one to trade in. I know she doesn't like much. Let's talk numbers here.
He goes, I can't let this go, including the trade, for anything less than 20,000 souls. And you're breaking my heart.
I'm not even going to mess with it. Deal. I'm just gonna go.
Oh my gosh.
He looks surprised and he's like, great. He goes, I'd put a new IDENTECO in the dash, but and it's not registered anywhere, so just so you know.
We'll make do, friend. Don't worry about it. I transfer the money and I wave everyone over.
And you see the glory that Zed has just purchased.
Wow.
Hiding in plain sight.
I've never seen a front seat that is a bucket seat.
Nara
that
looks at you and she
rotates.
goes, so this has been fun. She goes, I'm gonna go. I'll make my way back my way. Ooh.
Are you sure you don't want to ride? I mean, it's pretty awesome.
She's like, I'm okay. I appreciate it though.
There's a waterbed.
Well, thank you for letting me know, because that helps me make my decision.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Fair enough. Yeah. You got your own stuff to do.
And she leaves.
Yeah.
Red
Tell
Cap
your
gets
boss
in.
I say hey.
She does one of those. Red Cap sits on the waterbed and he goes, you just never know where your day's going to end up when you start.
And we're only halfway done, man.
Ain't that the truth? How you doing, Red Cap?
He goes, I'm sitting on a waterbed in a van that came from an old movie. I don't know what else to say.
Fair.
Is the vehicle ready to go, Zed?
It doesn't have a registration chip.
Can the gentleman here provide that?
No.
I feel like we can probably do that ourselves, motioning over to our intrepid hackers.
Oh, is
Understood.
that something we can do? Asking out of character.
Yeah. How well it holds up is definitely debatable, but yes, you can try.
Okay, I haven't rolled any dice tonight. I'll try that. What kind of check would that be?
Software.
Okay, can I use my glow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And your tech head.
I like how Chad
Yeah.
is saying this is the most they've seen Zed smile the entire story.
Isn't it unnerving?
I think it's wonderful.
It's the power of biscuits.
It'd be even better if Zed was actually just wearing a hoodie that he borrowed from Steve.
Yes. Also, that's a 34.
Okay. You have a forged chip.
Cool. We're good.
Solid. Who's driving?
Come on.
All right, Captain, get in the chair.
As you start the vehicle up and kind of check it, you hit the horn, right? And the horn does not actually make a horn sound. It does start playing "Shot Through the Heart."
So does it play the actual audio clip, or is it like a horn sound of okay?
Oh no, it's like a MIDI file. A really bad MIDI file.
Oh, wow.
This is the
Fun.
most character-filled van I've ever been in.
Yep.
And that is
Also
before we entered the van.
And this is the only van I've ever been in. So everybody on board.
Yep. We should probably wash our hands before we eat the cheeseburgers, though.
I think we should wash I think we should wash everything. Shower, bath, shower.
Yeah.
Right. And we head towards Silicon City.
Okay.
I'd like to say there's a sticker on the side of the van under, like, kind of riding low, that the door was covering. And when everyone's in and the door shuts, the sticker says, "When the van's a rockin', don't bother knocking."
Please bother knocking is what you mean.
I will allow it. Okay, so the drop point they gave you is just outside the Silicon City checkpoints.
Okay.
So you head south for about 40 minutes.
Wait, outside is in outside the city, or outside is in
Yep.
past the checkpoint?
Outside of the city.
Oh, cool.
So as you approach it, it looks like it's basically kind of the last way station between Silicon City and Portland. It's basically like a giant truck stop. And that's what you see there. You see big armored 18-wheelers, double-tracked cargo trailers, security personnel for those things. This is how cargo is transported between the major metros. But yeah, it's a giant truck stop.
And I picture we kind of come in like from camera spot, hear a little "shot through the heart," and we slide into a spot right in front of somebody else.
There's a restaurant inside. There's, obviously like snack food and all kinds of stuff, and tobacco, and there's the showers that you can pay for. There's a parts store.
All right.
This may be a good place for us to pick up some changes of clothing.
Probably not a bad idea. Some snacks.
Fair.
They do have branded like t-shirts and like joggers.
Well, what is the name of this place?
God dang it, I hate naming things.
Big Willie's Food and Fuel.
No, it's gonna be like a chain. It's like a Flying Z's.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
a small motel on the backside of it.
Rents by the hour.
It can.
Should we check out the place a little bit before we drop off Redcap?
Maybe one or two of us should check it out and then report back.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Make sure it hasn't been compromised.
Maxi, how about you take a stroll inside, buy something, and then if the two of you want to check out the grid, the matrix, tell us if you see anything funky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I the best candidate to go inside?
You're probably going to notice anybody like
You've got the
lurking.
best tactical eye.
Yeah.
You make a good point.
You're going to be the person who sees the other you better than we will.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes, understood.
Meant as a compliment, 100%.
Maxi will look around in the cabin for. Is there any sources of say liquid, like drinks or anything like that? Is there any refuse in the cabin?
Just the stuff you guys brought with you from the
Okay.
leftover biscuits and the stuff like that. The bags that you brought the biscuits in.
Maxi will take a little bit of the gun oil out of his bag, kind of
Okay.
rub it in his fingertips to kind of cover a bit of the blonde.
Mm-hmm.
He'll dirty up one side of his face and kind of leave some marks on his hands. Take off his jacket and untuck his shirt. Do I look sufficiently different?
Do we have a ball cap and sunglasses? Because that is the perfect disguise.
The only thing in here is a wizard hat, and I really don't think you want to wear it.
Probably
Not into the store, no.
Probably not. I mean, I can glam my hair color if disguises.
I mean, end of the day, unless someone is looking for you, no one's going to care about you.
Hopefully.
So
just walk with kind of a slouch. You kind of have a very straight back.
Will do. And Maxi like looks around and gets out of the van, and you see him take on a completely different walking style.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
You walk into the facility. There's a gift shop to your left. The showers are to the back. Most of the front area is registers. There's tobacco products and sodas and energy drinks and like quick food, like you can just grab out of like a heater or like the hot dog rollers. And then on the other to your right, there's basically a oversized diner, right? That's called Z's Steakhouse, right? Right now on special, they have a 16-ounce prime rib for 30 souls. Your choice of 2 sides.
Maxi will walk around like the gift shop area. He'll pick up a couple a couple of shirts, like a pair of like Flying Z's like running shorts. Some gloves, some sweatpants, some joggers, you know. And he'll pay for those, and then he'll like kind of wander into the steakhouse and sit down and order the prime rib.
Okay.
And we'll kind of take a table near the entrance to the steakhouse so we can see into the gift shop and the main area, and he'll eat.
Okay.
Smash cut back to us.
You
Fuck is taking so long?
the winter thing is going to be about 15 minutes, and
before
give me perception checks.
Before Maxi leaves the restaurant, he's going to order 2 cheeseburgers to go.
Aww.
But
while
I
was gonna say while Maxi was inside, we were gonna
not Maxi, the other 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we were gonna do some checking around with our hacking skills too. So
Yeah.
My perception is a dirty 20.
Okay, so with your dirty 20, you do see Maxi sat near the entrance to the steakhouse against a window. He appears to have a bag from a gift shop sitting on the table next to him. And Maxi just sitting there quietly, sipping his water. Then you see the waitress bring him some prime rib.
Amazing.
Well, he's going to give us some good intel. It's going to be very thorough.
See, the prime rib is delicious.
he didn't go anywhere near the bathrooms though. We'll have to check it on cameras.
The Maxi will like kind of look out the window toward the van and go with a fork full of prime rib.
Okay. Well,
can we access the Flying Z network?
Give me a networks check.
$34?
Yes. Their security is not exactly what you would call top tier. So you do manage to access their network fairly easily. Their cameras are basically like half of them don't work. The other half are like very like old. They've probably been there for 15, 20 years.
Okay. Checking out, like, I want to focus on like the cameras around the bathroom area. Look. Thing. And are there any cameras in the bathrooms?
So there are no cameras in the bathrooms. Go ahead and give me a perception for the other stuff.
Surprise. Oh, perception, you said?
People don't generally put cameras in bathrooms.
Woohoo, that's nice. 24 for perception, almost 20.
Back near the showers and bathrooms area, there's a small like video arcade, right? And like then there's also like an interior like smoking lounge. right?
Okay.
And you see your contact from the IOG. She's sitting in there smoking what looks like a thin cigar,
Okay.
nursing a beer.
I'll take a snap of that and shift it over to Apex's glow. And to the other two's, like, their heads up. Like your goggles or whatever.
Were we meeting her here, or were we just dropping?
We were just supposed to drop. I'm guessing she's here to pick up.
Interesting.
Maxi, do you have your glow on you?
Yes.
Okay.
He has the secondary glow he got out of the glove box of the car. So,
Okay.
I believe only Apex has the direct number for it.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Because it was
But I-
Thanatos.
That's right.
See if Maxi's good to go.
I will send a thumbs up emoji followed by a question mark. Trying to speak Maxi's language.
Your to-go orders, your to-go box has just arrived.
Maxi sends the yum emoji, a steak emoji, and then thumbs up emoji.
What's he say?
He says the food's good.
That's not what we need to know.
Oh, there's a thumbs up. I think that means we're good.
All right. Zed, do you want to take him in? I mean, I can do it, I guess.
No, I'll go. You do. You two stay here and keep eyes on us.
Okay, if we see anything, we'll
Zed-
ping your glow immediately.
Redcap goes, rent a shower and drop me in the shower. Those doors are lockable from the inside.
It's
I mean,
fair
we're
enough.
supposed to leave him in the
Bathroom.
bathtub. Yeah.
Bathroom, not bathtub.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Showers.
Showers are in the bathroom, yeah.
Yeah.
The mirror, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we make contact with?
I'm going to, but let's give it a minute.
Okay.
Basically, I'm waiting till they disappear into the bathroom. Then I'm going to text my IOG contact and just say, package delivered.
Cool.
Yeah, so before I step out with him, I'll also glam up a disguise for myself. You know, nothing spectacular, just normal as opposed to Zed.
Okay.
And we'll swing in. I'll rent a shower.
Okay, so you pay the front counter for the shower. It's 11 souls.
Sure. And we head back.
They give you a little piece of paper from the receipt machine that's got a code for the door.
Oh my god, hard copy. Ugh.
Does Zed take it like,
Well, I'm in disguise. I'll just grab it. Thanks, pal.
Oh.
Thanks,
do you have to
pally.
make a roll to hide your revulsion?
Bring the red cap with
Well, it's
you?
it's not like he grabbed it and rubbed it on his face.
Is red cap still in the car, or did you take him with you, Zed?
Are you
I-
going to shower together?
No, I'm not gonna go shower with him.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's not.
Just
Nobody's
saying.
Zed was a
shaming.
good time.
Nobody's shaming.
No shaming here.
No.
I'll go in to get the rental and then come back to get him.
Okay.
Okay, so you go back out to the car.
Yep.
And grab red cap.
Yeah.
As you pull out of the car, you're feeling very tense, like your head is on a swivel right now.
Mm-hmm.
You think you've made it from Steve's house to here without being compromised, but you're still super nervous at this point.
As Zed and Redcap come back into the facility, Maxi's working his way back out of the gift shop.
Maxi, make me an intelligence check really quick.
Oh boy.
You
You always pick my best stats.
Zed paid not enough for that shower. He's
Zed,
not going to get
what are you
soaked.
doing? So you take red cap back to the shower room. The red cap's
I'll
like,
take that.
"Hey."
Yeah, so we'll walk back towards the bathroom, and as we get to that kind of big tile open entranceway that I'm picturing in my head. Like I'll give him the slip.
Okay. He goes, maybe I'll just grab a shower while I'm here. And he punches the code in the door and walks in, and you hear the door lock behind him. Maxi, what'd you get?
17.
It occurs you got 2 cheeseburgers for Apex and Shawn, but you forgot to get Zed anything.
Oh no, Zed's got the rest of the prime rib.
Oh, did you say the rest of the prime rib? For Zed?
Yeah. There's a third box, and it's got Maxi's half the prime rib is left.
That's amazing.
Zed has more refined tastes than the other two.
Doesn't know what he's missing. As soon as I see that shower door close, I send the message to the IOG contact, just saying package delivered.
I'd like to watch that security camera and see what she does when she gets that.
Okay. She waits about 5-6 minutes, and then you see her. You see her walk over, knock, and then she goes into the shower room. After Redcap lets her in. A couple minutes later, they walk out, and you see them exit the back of the building toward the rear lot.
Are there any cameras covering the rear lot?
Yes.
Shift over to
So you
that.
see her go out, and she literally sticks him in the back of a box truck.
Seems eerily familiar for 2 of our members.
Well, so far so good. No.
She says package. She sends you a text that says package recovered. See if you can get back into Silicon City. Advise of
Thumbs up
status.
emoji. All right, boys and girls, let's go.
Maxi comes out of the gift shop with a giant bag of stuff and a couple of takeout containers.
Okay. Maxi, you get back to the ever so cool epic van. Zed, where are you at? Are you back in the van now?
Yeah. Well, I basically, as soon as I drop him off, kind of headed back outside.
So as soon as Maxi jumps in the van, the 3 of you are assaulted with the waft of very delicious, greasy spoon diner smells.
Is that?
Oh.
I brought you cheeseburgers, but we must hit the road immediately. I will give them to you once we are on the road.
Okay.
Remember, I said there's a little table in here.
More importantly, did you bring some wet wipes?
They should have included some in the bag.
Okay. Shawn grabs some out of the bag and wipes down the steering wheel, then wipes their hands, and then starts driving.
So,
Zed, this is the half of my prime rib.
Oh, cool. What size did you get?
It's a 16 ounce. There should be 8 ounces left.
No, sides.
Oh, sides. My apologies. There is half of a baked potato and
I'm sorry, I
some-
can't turn Tom Sawyer down. I know it's the 47th playthrough.
There's half of a baked potato and some mushrooms.
It's okay. It's just getting into my... It's getting into my subconscious. It's okay.
So does anyone think that was too...
Yeah. I was a little surprised she came herself.
I don't want to think about it, honestly. I just like to accept this as a win. After a lot of trials and tribulations, and now that we're driving, there should be definitely cheeseburger rewards offered.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think we deserve the cheeseburger either way, but...
We are on the road, so enjoy your cheeseburgers. Try not to crash the vehicle.
Well, it's not a stick, so we're good.
Okay, so you head down the 101 further. You get just past Simi, and you are stopped at the backup that's going into the checkpoint into Silicon City from this section. So you see they've set up a full, there's a full push-in checkpoint. There's 2 different lines, one set for cargo trucks and other transports, and then one for personal passenger vehicles.
While we're driving, Maxi strips down in the back seat.
Okay.
I mean, there is a waterbed.
To the van. Very clinical, but Maxi then slips on the running shorts, takes one of the t-shirts, like tears the sleeves off, and then ties it around his midriff.
Nice.
And turns one of the sleeves into like a headband.
Very nice.
It fits the van.
And he takes his shoes off. He is going barefoot.
Hey, Apex.
Go ahead.
Apex, before we get up there, can you check, are there any like all point bulletins looking for us or anything like that?
Let me just double check.
Thanks.
Give me a quick software check. It's just a search function.
33.
Nope.
No, we're good.
Not
I
a
am
thing.
gonna use my glam to change my hair color though, just in case.
So, with that, with Michael's epic outfit, that search, and them approaching the city in the van of epicness toward the checkpoint, that's where we're going to leave it tonight. Thank you all for joining us on this weirdly technical thing. Hopefully we don't have the issue next time. For more on this, go check the last VOD for last Wednesday's episode of Identico. We did some good story additions there. I think that'll be up on YouTube soon. And also, join us Wednesday for Cowboy Bebop Talk and other fun stuff like that.
Ooh, I may show up for that one.
Yes, we may have Kaylee as a guest. So, also, send your friends over to Drive Thru RPG. We're seriously only like 3 copies away from Silver Bestseller.
Ooh.
Nice.
I would love to hit that. That would make my little heart happy.
Maybe I can get that for you for your Thanksgiving Day miracle.
Oh.
If you
maybe we should buy a couple of copies and then give them away in the show.
Yeah.
Oh.
The core book is on playidentico.com. Thank you all for joining us. Michael, where can they find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at LoserMLW on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me on the Redemption Podcast, a Star Wars actual play podcast set just after the Clone Wars with my castmate Kaylee.
Speaking of Kaylee, where can we find you? You just had a name change on the thing.
I did actually, and I just realized that my stream tag was wrong all that time. Thanks. You can also find me on the Redemption Podcast, redemptionpodcast.com, and you can also find me on Twitter at AnimeGirl, ANIMEIGRL, and that's where I am.
Caleb, where can we find you, my good sir?
You can find me on the socials at the Caleb G, and you can hear me over on the RPG Academy on various shows, and whenever we get back to playing 13th Age, which will probably be next year.
Steph, where can we find you?
You can find me on social media at Starlit Firefly. You can hear me on the podcast Cthulhu and Friends, formerly known as Welcome to St. Paxton, which is at CAF Podcast. You can also hear me on my other podcast, Sawyer and Bennett and Zombies, which is at Sawyer and Bennett.
1 T or 2 T's?
1 T.
Oh, there we go.
Question.
Behind the screen, we have the always great technical Mallo. He was our producer tonight, so everybody go follow him at the Mallo Man pretty much everywhere. I am again Alex the Humanoid. Follow me all those places on all the socials and the TikToks and the things. And
What about that game shop, Alex, that you're opening
It's
up?
coming.
Isn't there an account for that too?
There is. It's GH Seattle North. Go find that. It's on the TikToks and the Twitters and.
I
all
also
the
hear
other
that if you
places.
buy a very impressive looking hoodie,
You are going to get into our soft open. Yes.
Oh.
So we'll be talking more about that. I got more of those things coming this week. And like I said, we're excited to hopefully meet a bunch of people in person. And with that, I will say goodnight to you all. Have a wonderful evening, folks. and come back see us on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.